अरे कार गोटे साउंड हो जोर रे यार प्रॉब्लम अच्छी बोधे टी चेक कर दियो देखो नेक्स्ट इज योर राइट डाउन नेक्स्ट इज योर यूनिट ऑफ वर्क यूनिट ऑफ वर्क वी हैव टू सी जेमती फोर्स दी प्रकार यूनिट थिला one is absolute unit another is what gravitational unit work has also same two units one is your what absolute unit and second is gravitational unit lekho first is absolute unit what is that absolute unit of force absolute unit what is that in SI absolute unit in SI re देखिबा W is equal what is that Fs cos theta F is 1 Newton displacement is 1 meter into cos 0 सब 1 रे लिखिबा अरे यूनिट रे ही डेफिनेशन लिखिबा क्लियर तो दिस इज व्हाट 1 Newton into meter 1 Newton into meter is known as 1 joule 1 joule Newton into meter is known as 1 joule joule is a unit of what work SI unit of work in absolute unit लिखो write down what is joule there let's see this लिख लो
Yes,
लिखो
sir.
Again, sir.
Yes,
Again,
sir.
sir.
लिखो thus work is said to be 1 joule work is said to be 1 joule work is said to be 1 joule if a force of 1 Newton work is said to be 1 joule if a force of 1 Newton displaces the body through a distance of 1 meter displaces the body through a distance of 1 meter and the direction of force and displacement are same and the direction of force and displacement are same and the direction of force and displacement are same is that clear the direction of force and displacement are same here so we can say work done is 1 joule next in CGS
Sir, last line it sir.
lekho work is said to be 1 joule if a force of 1 Newton displaces the body through 1 meter and the direction of force and displacement are same and the direction of force and displacement are same the direction of force and displacement are same is that clear now b second is what in CGS what is that unit in CGS W is equal Fs cos theta F is known as 1 dyne and S is known as 1 centimeter into cos 0 so 1 dyne into centimeter is known as dyne into centimeter is known as 1 arg erg work done is your 1 arg so what do you mean by 1 arg you see what is that arg write down 1 arg likha work is said to be 1 arg work is said to be 1 arg work is said to be 1 arg if a force of 1 dyne if a force of 1 dyne displaces the body through 1 centimeter displaces the body through 1 centimeter and the direction of force and displacement are same and the direction of force and displacement are same direction of force and displacement are same understand this
Again.
कहो hello hello अरे किए कौन पचार हेलो नहीं डाउट नहीं किसी and the direction of force and displacement are same. Now I have to find out the relation between joule and arc. লেখো আরে বুঝিয়েলা এটা হ্যালো
Yes, sir.
okay now relation between joule and arc relation between joule and arc joule and arc what is the relation here relation between joule and arc as what is that 1 joule is equal 1 newton into meter 1 newton into meter there newton is how much dyne Kaidali 10 to the power 5 dyne and meter is a 10 to the power 2 centimeter now we are getting 10 to the power 7 dyne into centimeter dyne into centimeter is what is dyne into centimeter arc so 1 joule is your 10 to the power 7 arc. 1 joule is your 10 to the power 7 arc. 1 joule is your 10 to the power 7 arc. Is that clear? What is joule?
Yes,
10 to
sir.
the power 7 arc. ये थिला absolute unit of work. This is the absolute unit of work. Now I have to find out gravitational unit of work. अरे gravitational unit रे force unit कौन को अरे ग्राविटेशनल यूनिट रे फोर्स यूनिट कौन एसआई रे किए कहब अरे एसआई रे कौन व्हाट इज दैट ग्राविटेशनल
kg
यूनिट
force.
ऑफ फोर्स
Sir, kg force.
kgf yes kgf or kg weight very good kgf or kg weight now write down number 2 is the gravitational force one रे थिला absolute unit number 2 है gravitational unit of work gravitational unit of work what is that gravitational unit let's see this gravitational unit of work what is that write down in SI in SI what is that you see W is equal Fs cos theta F is known as F is what 1 kgf 1 kgf S is 1 meter into cos 0 so this is what 1 kg hyphen likhi meter likhiwa work is your 1 kg meter what do you mean by kg meter let's see likho this is what kg meter कहवा है this is what kg meter कहवा so what is kg meter here let's see this 1 kg meter लिख चलो
आगे सर
देखो definition
Yes,
of
sir.
1 kg meter लिखो work is said to be 1 kg meter work is said to be 1 kg meter 1 kg meter if a force of 1 kgf if a force of 1 kgf displaces the body through 1 meter displaces the body through 1 meter and the direction of force and displacement are same and the direction of force and displacement are same and the direction of force and displacement are same and the direction of force and displacement are same clear now in cgs what is that in cgs in cgs what is that in cgs w is equal fs cos theta cgs रे कौन 1 gram force or gram weight into 1 centimeter into cos 0 so this is what 1 gram force 1 gram force or that is what 1 what is that 1 gram centimeter not 1 gram force 1 gram force is the unit of force so 1 gram centimeter 1 gram centimeter this is what the unit of work in what? Work in what?
CG.
Gravitational unit. Understand this? Lekha. In gravitational unit. Write down. This is what important. छोट छोट जिनस but बहुत important है ग्राम सेंटीमीटर is it clear एटा थिला gravitational unit of force is it clear gravitational unit of force गोटेला kg meter आउटेला gram centimeter is it clear next this is all about your work is completed next is the power कौन देखो देखो next is your power let's see what is power power is what the rate of doing work काम करियो घंटा देखियो केते by by watching your watch you have to do the work that is known as power is the rate of doing work rate means what something by time w by t something by time is known as rate of doing work is what power is w by t lekha power it is defined as the rate of doing work right now it is defined as the rate of doing work it is defined as the rate of doing work so power p is equal a rate of doing work w by t lekho power it is defined as the rate of doing work so p is equal w by t p is equal w by t the rate of doing work आको जदि भलसे पढ़िया टिके एटा कोन हबो w is a f dot s divided by t f is a vector quantity f dot s by t s by t माने कौन करे v velocity s by t is the velocity f dot v is the power f dot v is the power p is equal f dot v that is what the power understand this power is what f dot v it is defined as the rate of doing work is known as power the rate of doing work is known as power p is equal f dot b ତେଣୁ ଆଉ ଗୋଟେ ଡେଫିନେସନ ଆମେ ପାଇବା what is the definition power ର ଆଉ ଗୋଟେ ଡେଫିନେସନ ମିଳିବ ଏ first definition power is defined as the rate of doing work and second definition we are getting power is defined as the product of force and velocity dot product of force and velocity ଲେଖ write down power may also ଲେଖିସାରିଲ ଏତିକି hello
Sir,
आगे
ଲେଖ
sir.
thus power may also defined as the dot product of force and velocity power may also defined as the dot product of force and velocity power may defined as the dot product of force and velocity so it is a scalar quantity so it is a scalar quantity so it is a scalar quantity
The dot product
of force and velocity it is defined as the dot product of force and velocity so it is a scalar quantity so it is a scalar quantity बुझिପାରିଲ now unit of power let's see about unit of power what is the unit of power unit of power in SI let's see this in SI is what unit of power P is a W by T W is a 1 joule by time is 1 second so 1 joule per second is known as 1 watt W capital W 1 watt joule per second is 1 watt power is W by T W is a 1 joule time is 1 second so joule per second is known as 1 watt so what do you mean by watt here write down what is what lekha power is said to be 1 watt power is said to be 1 watt power is said to be 1 watt if the body does if a body does 1 joule of work in 1 second if a body does 1 joule of work in 1 second a body does 1 joule of work in 1 second. Understand this? 1 joule of work in 1 second. Are you understand this? This is what in SI. Number 2 in CGS. In CGS what? What is that in CGS? P is equal W by T and W is 1 arc per second. This is what 1 arc per second. Power is said to be 1 arc per second. Arc per second. So what is that arc per second? Likha. Write down. Likha. Power is said to be 1 arc per second. Power is said to be 1 arc per second if a body does 1 arc of work in 1 second. If a body does 1 arc of work in 1 second. If a body does 1 arc of work in 1 second. In 1 second. This is what? What? 1 arc per second. लिखिला समझते? अरे लिख देलो.
आज्ञा सर
Okay.
आज्ञा
Itala power. Itala entire power upare मैं पढ़ लाई. Next is your energy. What is that energy? Let's see this. Next is your energy. Energy is what? Ability to do work is known as energy. Right on. Energy is defined as the ability to do work. Ability. अरे फिजिक्स से खाइले एनर्जी हेबनी. अरे बायोलॉजी रे खाइले एनर्जी हेबो बट फिजिक्स से खाइले एनर्जी हेबनी. एनर्जी केतेबेला हेबो? एबिलिटी टू डू वर्क. तुमे जेते अधिका काम करि परलो सेतेबेला कहबा तुम देहरे एनर्जी अधिका अछि. तुमे जदि पेटे खाइबो चुपचाप बसो फिजिक्स सेंस रे एनर्जी किछि नै तुमरो. अरे बुझेला कि नै? तो एनर्जी इज डिफाइंड एज द एबिलिटी टू डू वर्क. एबिलिटी मीन्स विलिंगनेस. हैला केते जेते अधिका काम करि परिबो that is known as work. Understand this or not? Ability to do work. Willingness there. Ability means what? Willingness there. Willingness ର ତ କିଛି ମାପ ନାହିଁ. ତେଣୁ ଏନର୍ଜି ର ୟୁନିଟ୍ ଟା କ'ଣ? Same as work. The unit of work is same as energy because willingness has no units are there. Clear? Therefore, in order to calculate energy, you have to see about how much you are doing work. How much you are doing work. There must you see. That means every work is converted into energy. तो एनर्जी कथा आसला माने सबुतक वर्क एनर्जी रे कन्वर्ट होबा. एनर्जी कहला माने तुमे वर्क ही बाहर करिवो. तेनो द यूनिट एंड डायमेंशन ऑफ वर्क इज सेम एज व्हाट? एनर्जी. अरे एनर्जी रो यूनिट एंड डायमेंशन कोन? वर्क से तो समान है जो बिकॉज़ एबिलिटी तो किछि नाही. तेनो दुनिया रे जत्ते प्रकार एनर्जी सब वर्क डन ही बाहरी छी. एवरी वर्क डन इज कन्वर्टेड इनटू एनर्जी देयर. क्लियर? बुझिपाला समझते? So energy is defined as the ability to do work. Because therefore, the unit and dimension of energy is same as work. Right on. Therefore, the unit and dimension of energy is same as work. That is, energy ro unit kon asibo? Joule and or
ସେଠି
energy
ଆଉଥରେ
ro
ଦେୟାର
dimension kon asibo? What is the dimension of energy? That is what? M1 L2 T minus 2. Same as work. Whatever may be the kind of energy, always work done is same as what? Energy. I mean, देखिए अभी आगो को. Every work done in the universe is converted into energy. Every what work done. Understand this? समझते बुझ परलो? मु जदि कहबी
Yes, sir.
types of energy बर्तन 1000 प्रकार एनर्जी आसीबो. किंतु types of mechanical energy जदि कहबी, two types of mechanical energies are there. One is kinetic energy, second is what? Potential energy. Or potential energy and what? Kinetic energy. Lekho. Types of mechanical energy. Write down. Types of mechanical energy. Types of lekho mechanical energy. Mechanical energy are of two types. Write down. Types of mechanical energy. Two types of mechanical energies are there. They are number one potential energy. Number one potential energy, that is what EP, और आको किसी लिखते पीई बोली नो प्रॉब्लम तुम इच्छा नंबर 2 है काइनेटिक एनर्जी नंबर 2 है काइनेटिक एनर्जी आको लिखा ई के और आको लिखा के तुम इच्छा जहाँ लिखिपर ई के और के अंडरस्टैंड दिस फर्स्ट इज पोटेंशियल एनर्जी second is kinetic energy is that clear potential energy and kinetic energy let's see what is potential energy potential energy कथा लिखिबा लेखो first is potential energy कौन की कहि परिबो which is potential energy who can say अरे what is potential energy anybody अरे what is potential energy potential energy is what
Energy of being continuous in its state.
no energy possessed by the body by virtue of its rest position I am now at rest I am sitting on the chair therefore my energy is what purely potential when I will run or I will walk my potential energy will be converted into kinetic energy kinetic means what that is always associated with the motion kinetic means always associated with the motion potential means rest position rest position को कहवा what position and configuration माने shape and size configuration lekho first lekho potential energy is what this is the energy possessed by the body this is the energy possessed by the body by virtue of its this is the energy possessed by the body by virtue of its position and configuration and what is that
Virtue. The
configuration means
virtue
shape and size configuration shape and size position
by the
means rest
body.
position configuration means shape and size what do you mean by shape and size
Sir, by
suppose
the body.
by virtue of its this is the energy possessed by the body by virtue of its position and configuration by virtue of its position and configuration position means rest position configuration means shape and size what is the meaning of configuration shape and what shape and size this is known as configuration is it clear now what do you mean by configuration देखो ଗୋଟେ ବିରାଟ ବଡ଼ ବଲ୍ ମାସ୍ m ମନେକର ଆଉ ଗୋଟେ ଛୋଟ ଲୁହା ବଲ୍ଟେ ତାର ମାସ୍ ମଧ୍ୟ m ତ କାହାର ପୋଟେନ୍ସିଆଲ ଏନର୍ଜି ଅଧିକା ହବ a big mass and a small body both masses are same whose potential energy will be more ଗୋଟେ ବଡ଼ ମାସ୍ ଅଛି ଆଉ ଗୋଟେ ଛୋଟ ମାସ୍ ଅଛି କାହାର ପୋଟେନ୍ସିଆଲ ଏନର୍ଜି ଅଧିକା ଆସିବ obviously big mass ର a big size ର mass ଦିଟା ଏକା କିନ୍ତୁ ସାଇଜ ଯାହାର ଅଧିକା ତାର potential energy ବି ଅଧିକା so that is known as configuration means the shape and size configuration means the shape and size that is known as configuration so potential energy कौन this is the energy possessed by the body by virtue of its position and configuration ବୁଝିପାରିଲ ସମସ୍ତେ ଆରେ ସମସ୍ତେ ବୁଝିପାରିଲ ନା
ଆଜ୍ଞା
ଡାଉଟ
sir.
ଅଛି
ଆଜ୍ଞା sir, ବୁଝିଗଲି।
डाउट नहीं कर बर्तमान डेरिवेशन करिया पोटेंशियल एनर्जी रो पोटेंशियल एनर्जी हला पोटेंशियल एनर्जी ep is equal mgh I have to derive now this formula mgh potential energy is a mgh I have to derive this formula how to derive lekho derivation now what is the derivation of this one you see suppose a, a body is there at a height h this is a body at a lower class रे करिथिलो I think 9 class रे करथिलो बोधे so potential energy ର derivation understand this so what is that
ଆଜ୍ଞା ସାର୍
suppose
କରିଥିଲି।
yes suppose the body is there this is the ground this is what ground hala ground ro the body is at a distance h height from the ground height is h this height is h height is always measured from center to center height is always measured from center to center this is what the height this is what the height is always measured from center to center this is what here h is the height If m is the mass of the body, and what is that? Due to weight mg, the body will fall downward. Due to weight mg, the body will fall downward. Now I have to find out work. This work is converted into energy, and that is known as potential energy. अरे बुझ पारल? एटा ही ए जो बॉडीटा फॉल करिवो एठी काहेकि फॉल करिवो फ्री फॉल होचे ड्यू टू mg m पडियो तळे ग्राउंड अरे ग्राउंड m तळे पडियो अंडरस्टैंड दिस when it is was what moving downward then whatever may be the amount of work done that work done is known as what potential energy that work done is known as what potential energy लिखो diagram draw this diagram now write down लिखो let a body of mass small m let a body of mass small m is falling freely under the action of gravity. Let a body of mass small m is falling freely under the action of gravity from a height h then the work done by the body is given by w is equal f dot s एठी f dot s f और s माने h f और s भितर एंगल केते आसला 0 डिग्री अरे फोर्स एपटे डिस्प्लेसमेंट मध्ये एपटे अरे फोर्स जोड़े डिस्प्लेसमेंट से फोर्स एपटे डिस्प्लेसमेंट मध्ये एपटे तो एंगल इज व्हाट 0 डिग्री so I can write here this is what fs what cos 0 f equal to mg s is equal h so work done is equal mgh so every work done refers to energy कहतली so this work is known as potential energy is it clear so write down
सर
हाँ वो कह
सर जो आपण कहले द वर्क डन बाय बॉडी से तापर
कौनटा
सर जो कहले फ्रॉम द हाइट एज then the work done by the body
work done by the body is given by what is that w is equal f dot s so fs cos 0 w is equal mgh ହେଲା ये work done था potential energy लेखो this work done is known as write down this work done is known as potential energy therefore potential energy ep is equal mgh therefore potential energy ep is equal mgh you are going to get this is what the potential energy is what ep is equal mgh understand this अरे बुझपेला समझते
आज्ञा सर
के बुझपेला नहीं को अरे के बुझपेला नहीं बुझपेला समझते हेलो
yes sir
okay next is your kinetic energy let's see what is kinetic energy write down next is the kinetic energy this is what ek or what ke you can write kinetic energy ek or ke that is what kinetic energy what is that kinetic energy what is kinetic energy here whenever the body is in motion that is known as what kinetic energy the body is moving then the energy possessed by the body is known as what kinetic energy write down this is the energy possessed by the body by virtue of its motion this is the energy possessed by the body by virtue of its motion therefore kinetic energy ek will be half mv square kinetic energy ek will be half mv square आपको derivation करिया है kinetic energy is equal half mv square understand this एटी दी प्रकार derivation
Yes.
दे परिया गोटे हला constant force नहीं की derive कर परिया आउट हला variable force नहीं की ना derive कर परिया हला लेखो derivation by method 1 derivation that is what method 1 method 1 by constant force method 1 by constant force if the force is constant how to define this how to derive this let's see this suppose a body is moving suppose a body is moving on the ground the body is moving on the ground let a body is moving from a to b this is the body here this is what a the body is moving from a to b this is what b clear s is the displacement of the body s is the displacement of the body clear so my initial velocity is 0 my initial body starts from rest so initial velocity is 0 and final velocity is b let m is the mass of the body body ro mass mane karo m hela तो एठू एतिक जाउची ए रो बी जाउची हमें बाहर करिया फर्स्ट फोर्स केते देन वी कैन फाइंड आउट काइनेटिक एनर्जी क्लियर देखो डायग्राम ड्रा करो ड्रा दिस let a body is moving from a to b let a body is moving from a to b starting from rest a to b starting from rest so my initial velocity is how much my initial velocity is what u is equal 0 and what is my final velocity final velocity is what that is what v displacement is how much Array, how much is the displacement displacement is your s now acceleration I have to calculate acceleration is a how much that is the question mark acceleration is the question mark here a is how much so applying the equation v square is equal u square plus 2s I have to apply the equation lekha applying the equation what will get applying the equation what is that v square is equal u square plus 2as if you apply this lekha okay तो u तो मोर 0 हो गला तो एक्सेलरेशन केते मिलियो एटू एक्सेलरेशन इज योर v square by 2s acceleration is my v square by 2s this is my acceleration ठीक अछि लिख सलो
सर इम्प्लाइज पर से जଣା पड़नी टिके
कोनडा हेलो अरे को कोन हेलो
जो
सर
implies
20
side पर देखा जाउनी
कोनडा हेलो अरे कोनडा
सर
हेलो
इम्प्लाइज पूराटा कोन खाइछ
कोडा applying the equation एटा अरे एटा
आज्ञा
पचारते
सर
applying the equation v square is equal
आज्ञा
सर जो आज्ञा आज्ञा सर
v
कोन
square is
सर ता
equal u
पारे
square plus 2s u टा 0 हो गला एटा u टा 0 and tends to 0 लिखली v square is equal u square plus 2s so u square tends to 0 there काहे ना u टा 0 हो गला हमरो therefore acceleration is your v square by 2s हला देखिलो अरे बुझेला
आज्ञा
कि
सर
नहीं ओके
ये सर
so acceleration is your v square by 2s we are going to get अरे बुझेला समझते understand this
आज्ञा सर
now force is how much you have to calculate write on the force lekha f equal to ma lekha therefore force is equal f equal to ma so ma acceleration is your v square by 2s acceleration is your v square by 2s already I have calculated this acceleration is your v square by 2s so my force is mv square by 2s my force is mv square by 2s I am getting बुझपेला समझते ना क्वेश्चन अच्छे इस पर चलिए रो अरे नहीं
नो सर
now mv square is equal what mv square by 2s force now we have to calculate displacement as the body is accelerating body ta accelerate होची तेणु आम कह कौन कह यार फोर्स जुआड़े डिस्प्लेसमेंट सियाड़े देख डिस्प्लेसमेंट सियाड़े बॉडी डिस्प्लेसमेंट सियाड़े तो एंगल बिटवीन एफ एंड एस इज व्हाट 0 डिग्री तो लिख तो वर्क डन लिख लेट दिस फोर्स write down let this force displaces the body let this force displaces